Okay, so it's TLB time again. Today it's only me, Kim, because Jimmy is home with his family and they have the flu. So I'm not going to hang out with him because they're very sick. So hopefully they get well soon. So I will try one of these myself. We have some fetch land, a chrome mox that's actually pretty good. If you're going for ramp, Glenelendra, that's pretty powerful if you're blue something control. The duels are fair picks. Everflowing Shell is another good ramp card. I don't like the red aggressive decks. Tooth and Nail is pretty good when you're a green ramp. That's one of the strategies I like. Chrome Mox. Maybe just taking the Mox. I would like to see some Power 9 cards because they're just so much better than everything else. Except for Soul Ring, that's probably one of the best cards. 2. Throne is not playable. Xenagos is not super in his cube, I think. Bloodline Keeper is a good card, but it's pretty fair compared to other stuff. Blue is by far the best color. And it's also now, since the latest changes, there are more blue cards than the other colors as well. Flooded Strand is never a bad pick. Siege Gang, I guess, is pretty good. I mean, Iset Control or something like that could be a deck, and then you need some way to win. Benching Light. Yeah, not much that really stands out to me. I don't like going Reanimator. It's high variance and it's a big risk, I think, even though it can be very good sometimes. Mana War is a good card, but I guess I just take the land here, stay open. Yawgmoth's Will, I guess it's perfect in the Storm decks. You just want to go off and finish. Rofellos is good when you're ramping, and as I said, I usually like that. Signets is good in this cube too. Some of the swords are really hard to handle. I don't think this is one of the better swords, actually. Okay, Rofellos. Turnabout. I guess this is also for Storm. Untap all lands, keep on going. I'm not so experienced with Storm, so I don't think that's for me. So I think it's between Rofellos and Signet. Green usually is pretty open. Okay, we'll see. If I'm playing green, I really like to support it with blue, just because blue is so much more powerful, and it's very risky just to play mono green, because even if you ramp super hard, the blue decks and the good control decks can still steal your creatures, they can bounce your creatures, and then you're just back to square one. Trinket Mage, I guess, is good with the Moxes and stuff like that. We haven't seen anything close to Power 9. Pestimite could be just a speculative pick if we see the Splinter Twin, because the Splinter Twin deck is very good. I don't think this is the day I'm playing green. Recruiter actually goes good in the Pestimite deck too. In the Splinter Twin deck. And I don't like playing like green-red. Green-black, the rock, it's too fair. Maybe we just see what it... Okay, Lotus Cobra is another very good ramp card. So we... Dark Petition, a drop here. Dismember is good. Remove. Okay, Path is actually better, I think. I played one of this yesterday just to test, and then I went mono green because I was the only green drafter. I had 23 playables and 11 sideboard cards, but I lost in the semifinals against a blue player that had like 3 of the Power 9. I had 0, so I couldn't keep up. Palace I don't like. Wilderness Wealth I guess is something. Maybe just see if we're going to be ramping. Mystic Snake is not... I guess it's not super bad. I don't know how good Mana Leak is. I guess early in the games it's good. Sherlock Isle. Mystic Snake. Counter target spell. Leaves a 2/2. It's a bit hard to cast. Stun Growth. I like the card because it's a good tempo play. But I would prefer it to be instant. Restoration Angel has some applications. I'm not a fan of Scroll Rack. Okay, maybe Mana Leak or Miss. I think I'd take the Mana Leak. It's cheaper. Eureka could be something. This is also a card with a very high variance, even though you have like Emrakul and the really big stuff. The opponent could have stuff that they can put into play. I actually did this with Emrakul. My opponent put in Silumgar, and his ability just stole my Emrakul. So it's a fun card, but it's not as good as it seems because the other players also have powerful cards in their hand usually. Crater Hoof Behemoth is one of the better things to finish stuff off with, so I might take that. 4 Spike I don't think is that good. As I said, I don't want to play Reanimator. I guess the Master of the Wild Hunt is a card if it's left on the board. And if we're ramping, Tooth and Nail is good, so I guess I'll take it. Here we could take the Temple, just if we're somewhat teamer. I guess that's something to help us with the splash. Turnabout. I don't think we're going to play that. Polukranos is, I think, it's a good card, but it's too fair. But I guess it's green, so we could take it. Pernicious Deed is very good. And I guess if we're playing creatures, we don't want to face it. Okay, maybe just another land here. Yeah, as you see, we did not see any power 9 cards, and blue is seldom flowing. Because blue is so much better than all the other colors, and everyone wants to play blue in this cube. That's where you have probably top 10 of the best cards, if you don't count random artifacts and lands. But we'll see. The Pestamite looks pretty bad here. Okay, Stun Growth, I don't think... This was the feeling yesterday. I wanted to play blue. Green was open. I moved in a bit to green. And then I just ended up playing green. But if we could get some good blue cards as well, I think green-blue is probably my favorite. Just because if you can ramp really hard, cheat or just ramp out big stuff and protect them. And protect yourself with the powerful blue cards. And maybe some random Moxes, Black Lotuses and stuff like that. I like this strategy. I guess there are very good Isset decks. Okay, so this is a Mox. I'm probably not passing that. Birds of Paradise would be fine. Cryptic is a good card, even though it's triple blue. But just a Mox. I guess I could pass a Mox for Sol Ring, but that's about it. Okay, so even though this is the wrong color, I guess it could help with a splash if we get the... We're probably not playing Pestamite as it looks, and Mana Leak, we're not sure. We'll see. We could be green something else. Preordain is not bad. Wheel of Fortune is another Storm card. Natural Order, this is actually very good. You play some Mana Dorks, you play an early Natural Order into something huge, like a Progenitus or something. And that's a way for green to be explosive. I love Thragtusk. Hopefully we'll wheel it if green is open. Mindslaver is also something to do. If you're like blue-green ramp semi-control, this is just nice to have a lot of mana. But I take the natural order here. Okay, Atarka. I guess it's good. Ancestral Vision is very good. You want it in your opening hand, but if it's in your opening hand, it's I like this more than many others. Wasteland. Indrik Stumphauler is not bad. Probably can wheel that. I guess since we have some blue cards, the Vision, I mean, we want to be able to draw cards. So Mana Leak could go back to protect our combo or something. And the Vision is actually playable. Very good, not just playable. So I think I take that. So we see some of these graveyard strategies, but I've never... Sylvan Library. Okay, this is another Storm card. I don't know how good Sylvan Library is in the cube. I guess if you want to find some juice, it's good. So it's a potent turn to play. What we lack here is the Llanowar Elves, Elvish Visionary, Fyndhorn Elves, and Birds of Paradise type cards. And we're still not sure about our... Okay, so Spell Pierce I think is better than the Force Spike, just because it's more conditional, but it pays 2 is more relevant. Mind's Desire is another Storm card. Pattern of Rebirth is like a way to cheat something in. I guess it's good to put on the... It's a 1/1 for 2 that you can sacrifice for mana. Then you can control when you want to do this. This is like green's way to Oblivion Ring stuff. Guess it could be fine. Oh, this is a good mana elf. More of those would be nice. Gitaxian Probe, High Tide. Some more graveyard stuff. Spectre I like. Abrupt Decay is good. Land tax, no. This is not a cube for Domri, I think. Okay, some more of those would be nice. Search for Tomorrow is also pretty good. If we're ramping. The green ramp is actually not that good in this cube as it could be in like the regular Legacy cube. Because there are so much other fast mana here that people can use in other colors. But if you're green, you want to ramp and you want to put stuff out fast that the opponent cannot handle. Because they will overwhelm you. Mere Battle Sphere. Okay, I guess Search for Tomorrow is something for us to do on turn 1. And Elves of Deep Shadows now will act as a bad mana elf, I think. Just because we have few of them. Garruk I love. Yesterday I played turn 1 elf, turn 2 elf, and Gaia's Cradle, and then turn 3 Garruk drew I think 4 creatures, and then it was just game because then I could just deploy big stuff every turn, so that's a good card. Mental Misstep is actually a pretty good sideboard card if they have Ancestral Recall or something bonkers like that. What is this? The Forge Master. Okay, that's very much not for us. So we have the Mana Leak and the Vision. I guess we take the Misstep for the sideboard. Stumphauler I think is main deckable because it leaves a big creature and it kills a lot of good stuff in this cube. Green doesn't have that much interaction, so combining creatures and interaction is actually very good. red spells. Guess we're taking out the blue card. Okay, this could maybe work, we don't know. Okay, so no one wanted to be black control with the Hypnotic Spectre. So some more elves, some more creatures in general, maybe some more good blue cards, or just random moxes and stuff. Maybe some more card advantage as well. And some more, one or two finishers actually to find with a tooth and nail. Okay, I guess we have some ramp, some card. Okay, so some finishers like Ulamog, even though it doesn't work with natural order. Does it work with the pattern? Yeah, that's a creature card. We need something to ramp into. Coalition Relic is very good. Oh. But that's more if we're splashing. Opposition actually is not bad. If we get some more mana elves. Yeah, maybe we want the opposition. The Real Sarek is not as good anymore since they took away the time vault. Yeah, that you could get infinite turns with this. So now it's just a more fair Planeswalker. Yeah, I guess I discard Ulamog and take the opposition because it's just very good with the blue-green strategy. Terastodon seems like a snap here because it's one of the better ways to cheat in early. Benchwine I don't like. Edric is okay, but actually not that broken. Genesis Wave is a bit clunky. We take the Terastodon here. And the Avenger. So now I think we have enough finishers when it comes to big green creatures. Wouldn't mind maybe wheeling a Primal Command or a Solemn. Time Spiral is another Storm card. Maybe I could have gotten a good Storm deck, but I don't feel confident enough playing it. Okay, and as you see, we don't see that much good blue this late because someone has already picked it. Wall of Blossoms is not bad. Quicken. Draw a card. Okay, it's pretty bad. I thought it was the other wall that could ramp. The elf doesn't cascade into much. This is more like a Jund card when you can cascade into a Liliana or Dark Confidant or something. Oracle, play additional land. So it's like a courser-ish. Okay, it seems very fair. Oh, Gruul Signet, not bad. Reclamation Sage is very good, but the Frost Titan is by far the best card here. Double blue though. But it's just so good. It comes into play, locks something down, attacks, locks something down, and so on. Ancient Tube is not bad in this deck because we're ramping. Oh, everything. I would have liked this card. I want the Signet, I want the Tomb, I want the Sage, I want the other Signet, and the Titan. Yeah, but I'm taking the Titan because it's just so much better. Oh, Gas Cradle and Emrakul. And Ponder and another Signet. Taking Cradle because it's one of the best lands ever printed, I think. Because I like green and it's just so good ramp. Acidic Slime is actually very good. So we're going to have to make... Oh, and another draw 7. We have seen them all. Okay, so this is a Splinter Twin. Should we bring in the Pestimite? Are we going green ramp with the Splinter Twin Pestermite combo in it? We don't seem to have that much fixing, so I'm sadly going to say no. Another Garruk. To Learn Academy is also another very good card from the same cycle, I guess, as the Yes Cradle. And this is very good with artifacts. And at that time, there were a lot of artifacts, so the Academy was broken. Okay, Palindrome, no. I take the guy, another Planeswalker. So we're going to have to make some cuts here. Corsair is not good enough for this cube. Edric. I guess it's harder. Okay, I take Edric and we'll see if it makes the cut. Probably not. Lion's Eye Diamond. Another card that's good in Storm, I think. Tesseret is very good actually here, because not for us today, but in the cube. Just because there's a lot of artifact themes. Academy Ruins is good with the Mindslaver that we don't have. Birding Pod, I guess. I don't think there's a Birding Pod deck in this cube. Obviously there is, but I don't think it's good enough. Okay, so someone else might have taken all the elves. Yesterday when I played this, I got 7 of them. So I even didn't play the 7th. This is not the Delver deck. And the late Scrublands. Okay, so we'll see. We might have something here we want to bring in. Pattern doesn't seem that good since we cannot decide whether to kill something. Okay, how does this looks? So some early ramp. We can hopefully put the search there too. Maybe here. Mox. I think we're playing the Moxes. We have the Cradle also as a good ramp card. Rofellos and Cobra. So we have pretty good ramp, but not extremely good, if we say it like that. I think the library is good. We'll see. Edric and Song. Okay. Oracle. Play additional lands. I guess it's, I mean, on turn 4, yesterday on turn 4, I had like the Terastodon out, which doesn't seem like this deck can do. I think we're not. Which one is better? Master or Polukranos? Maybe Polukranos is more of a. If we can ramp this out, I guess it hits harder. Maybe that's wrong. Natural Order is just okay. So yeah, okay, yeah, and it works with everything here. Opposition is pretty good with the cheap creatures. You can tap a creature to lock a land down or something. Garruk is I like all the versions of Garruk except for maybe the first one. Stumphauler and Slime, I think we actually need those. Slime is, I think, better, just because you can hit the lands too. Titan and Opposition a bit awkward since it's double blue, but we're not that far stretching here. The Garruk. I think we can throw away Edric. And so, okay, we have a mana leak to maybe protect something, maybe. Polukranos. Do we really need you? We want to go up here, I guess. Maybe we throw that away too. Planeswalkers, ramping early stuff, some Planeswalkers in the middle, and some big green fatties. We have some card draw, some fast mana, some more ramp, some more card draw. Maybe just handle anything. And a way to cheat. If we're not finding the creatures, we can cheat them in. So if we group, combine them, the curve looks a bit Weird. Yeah, we did not get... I think you need... You want maybe 4 of the early elves. I think that's a pretty good number. Okay, how does it look up here? We could board in Mental Misstep. We're not ramping with islands. Brain Freeze needs Storm. If someone is super aggressive, we could put in the Courser. We get life and way to block. Pattern of Rebirth. It's fun because you cheat something in, but I don't think it's super reliable. I mean, you could put something on something and then next turn natural order. But we don't have like a black splash or a red splash, so we can remove our own creatures, it doesn't look like. So this would be 17 lands and the ramp. I think that's enough. Stun growth, no, too fair here, I think. We have some more mid-range creatures to put in if we want. Sorting by color. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blue mana symbols. The Mox is just neutral. This will probably produce green. This can, I guess, thin out the deck and just fetch blue. This will be a blue source only if we want to play it. I don't know if we do. Maybe we just skip it because we actually lose a life. It would be fine if we had like a blue-green dual to fetch with it, but I think I'm moving it out. Maybe we need 5 islands to be able to get to double later. 10, 5, 11, 5, 12, 5. I would have liked a dual, and so we could have 6 blue symbols actually. 10, 6. Maybe remove a forest, put in a dual, have 11, 6. But we really need to hit the early green. Yeah, it was sad that this wasn't our colors. Otherwise, yeah, I'm a bit worried about the mana. Just being able to hit double island here. Double blue. I guess this can also find the blue. Okay. Yeah, we run it like this. See you in round 1.